Okay, so tonight, guys, we have some great callers to be on the call tonight, and I'm really excited that everybody's on the call. We're going to have Kent and Nadine Pickett from Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada, speak with us tonight. And we're also going to have Holly and Corbin Roush from Tulsa, Oklahoma, speaking with us tonight. Gold executives and presidential black diamonds. So this should be awesome. And one thing they have in common, let me tell you, is they both just earned the free Jeep from the Jeep program. How exciting is that? So I cannot wait to hear how what they've been doing to build towards getting this Jeep, and what nuggets they can share with us tonight on the call. So if there's a little noise in my background, please forgive me. I try to get into a far corner of everything, but everything should be smooth. So it looks like everybody's on the line now. People are getting on. I like to spend the first 5 or 10 minutes just waiting for different people to get on, because I know sometimes there's a bottleneck when you're coming into the call. So welcome aboard. So listen, first up, I kind of want to do things a little backwards. I know that Corbin is out doing business, and he asked, hey, Wayne, can we go first? We got meetings we're doing and so on and so forth. So, hey, we're going to have Corbin speak to us first, and then we're going to hear from Kent out in Canada and hear about, he was just on the call. What's exciting about doing these calls, as people are moving through ranks and earning different promotions and stuff, they keep coming back on the call. And it's neat to see the success of the people in our community, and how privileged and honored I am to be a part of such an amazing community, and you should be too. So first off, I want to bring Corbin and Holly Roush on the phone and on the line and have them share with us a little bit about what's going on with this Jeep program. Tell us a little bit about maybe the excitement in their team and what's going on. So, hey, how you guys doing? How you doing, Holly and Corbin?
Hey, we're doing great. I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. Just finished our first kickoff 4x4 meeting, and I'm telling you, it was off the charts with excitement. Now we're having a post-celebration at a little restaurant and bar, and the team's fired up and ready to win some Jeeps.
Awesome. Well, yeah, Corbin, we won't keep you long. Just want to hear a little. You, I believe, right, just got the awarded the Jeep. Is this correct?
We did. It was exciting. It's kind of a funny story I wanted to share with everybody about how we got the Jeep. The program launched August 5th, and Holly and I were sitting there deciding how we're going to run for it, and really dialing in on how you get the Jeep and how we need to position people. And we're really overthinking this thing, and we were strategizing, okay, let's go get 4, and then, how we're going to get each one of these 4 to become Star 1000s, and we just really complicated it. And then all of a sudden we did a meeting in Tulsa, and we invited a bunch of people over and kind of had it as a kind of a launch to the 4x4 program to see who all we could get in Tulsa excited about it. And I get up and I do my meeting, and I show the Jeep video, and I put up the PowerPoint presentation, and I draw out how to do a Jeep. And I say, well, tonight, no, we're not going to talk about the new momentum bonus that's out. And the reason we're not is it doesn't go into play for a couple of weeks. I had misheard everything from the people because I was so focused on getting that Jeep, I didn't understand the momentum bonus. And then one of my Blue Diamonds, Kevin Wilson, comes up to me afterwards. He goes, why didn't you talk about the momentum bonus? I said, well, that doesn't go into play until convention. And he says, oh my gosh, Corbin, that's in play now. Do you understand how this works? And I said, not really. I'm more focused on the Jeep. And so he starts drawing this out for me, this momentum bonus, and how that can catapult us into this Jeep. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just wasted a meeting. I could have been talking about this and tying this momentum bonus into the Jeep. And from that day forward, we had not sponsored anyone. This was last Monday night, a week ago this Monday. We went out, and in 5 days, because I saw how this momentum bonus worked, and we personally sponsored 6 people, created 2 stars, got those people to create stars, and earned with the momentum bonus approximately $4,000 and qualified for the Jeep in 5 days. And I'm so excited because I saw how this momentum bonus will catapult people to this Jeep. And I'm telling you, that's the magic, Because imagine if you could show people how by buying a product, getting a senior kit, how you get a kit, it's your startup cost. It is you're getting product, you're getting enough product to consume, you're getting enough product to go promote, to sell, to recoup your cost. But if you can go put in 4 people on that senior kit, the way they do the momentum bonus, the way they do the 2-time multiplier, the way they do it if you do it between now and October 1st or you do it within 28 days thereafter, how you can get a 1-time, 2 times multiplier, how these shares in this pool right now are equating to almost $100. We got 32 shares in the pool. We got $200 bonuses for all the senior kits we put in, not even including the junior kits that we did too, but we did senior kits. We made almost $4,000 on this freaking bonus and got the Jeep. And I'm like, I'm going around. Now I'm going to people that used to be in my business, people that quit, people that told me, rolled their eyes at me, never got into Monavie in the past, and we are signing people up in Tulsa, Oklahoma like day one because we're just showing them now how a little bit of an investment, how they get to enjoy our products, how they get to consume the products. We're going to turn these business builders into lifelong consumers, and we're going to show them how they can make money fast. So not only are we giving them an opportunity to make money, but we're getting them hooked on products. They're going to get us residual income that's going to pay us for years and years and years. And then what really shocked me is how when I drew it out, a $999 investment can pay you up to $4,000 your first month. But let's say your second month rolls around and you invest $250 your auto ship, your 2 cases of product or your month's supply of the reveal, however you do it, your 200 points in the business, how that investment can still pay you up to $2,500, 10 times return on your money. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is so simple. This is so easy. And my business is just freaking going nuts. I mean, I can't tell you how excited we are to be able to watch people get in this business and see them be able to put people in this business and to see people be able to make checks. I got my buddy Kevin Wilson goes out. You know, it's kind of like breaking the 4-minute mile. I wasn't gonna talk too much about this, and I had to go do it myself. I had to break that 4-minute mile barrier. And I did it as fast as I did, so I know now that 4-minute mile barrier can be broken by a lot of people. So that's the excitement. So my buddy Kevin Wilson, you know, he's kind of going out there, and he sees how fast I do it. He's a blue diamond in the business. He sees how fast I do it, so he decides this week, okay, I'm not going to fart around with this anymore. If they got a pulse, they're going to sit down with me for 15 minutes. And he's gone out and talked to people. He's signed up 3 people so far this week, all on senior kit. He will probably have the Jeep by next week. He's going to make huge bonuses this month. Guys, I'm telling you, if you've ever been looking for the right thing at the right time, it is now. Monavie has just made this compensation plan the most lucrative in all of the industry. Front-end money, long-term money, residual income. Guys, right product. Our products are phenomenal. Right company. Come on, Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year that's smart enough to realize we want to take this thing to a $5 billion company, so he goes and hires a guy that has run a $10 and $15 billion company. That is smart. So right products, right company, right time. People are looking for ways to invest money, to make money. They don't want to go buy franchises. They don't want to go buy companies. They're looking for this kind of industry. My gosh, the health and wellness. Maria Ramirez, world's foremost financial forecaster, telling us that health and wellness is the next trillion-dollar industry, and Monavie is positioned to be the driver, the leader in this industry. Are you kidding me? Right product, right company, right time, right compensation plan. All we need now is people to go freaking put the pedal to the metal and blow this up. Hopefully you can tell I'm excited. I mean, I'm not even going to let Holly talk tonight. She's probably just giggling and laughing. She's in Tulsa. I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. I was in Indianapolis last night, you know, just packing these houses out. Some people are sitting there a little nervous, a little scared. They're kind of, do I really want to do this? And then there's some people that the light bulb goes off, and you're just like, oh, my gosh. We sat around last night in Indianapolis till 11:30 at night at this home meeting, listening to people dream, hearing people's dreams, listening to people realizing that they found a safe place, a place where they can go talk to people and be able to see people and look them eye to eye and tell them they found the right company. That's crazy. And in Des Moines, Iowa tonight, I've got some great leaders that are here that we did the Jeep kickoff tonight. We did it at a Jeep dealership. Okay, we brought in a photographer. Monavie sent us a videographer. We videoed the whole thing. It's going to be shown at conventions. I challenge you guys to go out and go talk to your Jeep dealerships and start doing some dream nights at the dealership. We had them line up. They had all their Jeep Wranglers out front. We got to climb through them, take pictures, drive them, test drive them, packed house of people. The Jeep dealership was excited because, they have 50 people in their dealership that aren't normally there. Their salesmen are handing out business cards, and we're telling them we don't do business with people unless they do business with us. So the salesmen are coming in listening to our meeting, and this group is so fired up. I mean, it's day one, guys. It's put the rocket boosters on, buckle up. I mean, like my buddy Dan Williams says down in Texas, giddy up. It is game on, guys. I challenge you right now, go get kit qualified and go find 4 people that want this Jeep. If you do that, you've just set yourself up to not only make money, but earn a Jeep, and you can get a Jeep for life. To think that we have put a compensation plan in place that all you have to do is maintain in your business a Star 1000 every single week in the business, and you can have a $400 Jeep payment for life. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. Find another company in corporate America that's willing to do this stuff. You will not find one. But, hey, real quick, I want to put on Kelly Timmerman. She's my diamond in Des Moines, Iowa, that set this meeting up, and let her just share with you a little bit about her excitement and what's going on. So, Wayne, can you give me a second to put her on?
Yeah, sure, man. Let's hear her. Let's hear her.
Hold on.
Whoa, Corbin. Hey, everybody, this is Kelly, and we have had an amazing night in Iowa. I tell you what, I'll just be honest, we were skeptical because we have a great community with our Iowa team, and we show up thick and thin. We've taken buses to different cities for Montevi over the past few years, and everything Montevi has shown us, we've attempted to do. And people have been worn out, honestly, by the programs coming and going. And what Corbin did tonight, what he showed everybody, the way he drew it out on the board and showed us not only the Jeep program, but honestly, people are way excited about the kits and the bonuses and the money, because you do that, you get a Jeep automatically. Our team is fired up. Our base is back fired up. We had new people there that are fired up. And when I say fired up, it's not hype. They are actually talking about who they're going to go out and visit with. We just feel like there's something substantial now to hold on to. We're fired up. And I have to say, Montevi has blessed us. It just keeps getting better. And it's my birthday today. It's one of the best birthday presents I could get. 2 years ago, I got to go to Maui with my family on my birthday. A year ago, at midnight on my birthday, I got to dance in the Mediterranean Sea, Israel, on my birthday. And Montevi just keeps pulling through for us, and we are excited. Thank you, Montevi.
She didn't know she was going to do that. I walked up to her and handed her the phone, and she's a great leader. So, and
she's a natural. I think we're gonna have to have her on the next call, Corbin.
She's wonderful. So, hey, guys, I don't know, Holly, do you want to say anything? I mean, I don't know what else we can say. It's game on, folks. Hey, and the best part about Montevi, and this is something that we got to all embrace, is communities where it's at. It doesn't matter if it's my team or Steve Merritt's team or Lance or Todd Hartog's team. It doesn't matter whose team you're on. When we all get together and come together with community where we truly care about the dreams and the aspirations of everybody's teams and we help everybody achieve that, that's how all of us will succeed in Montevi. And that's what's going to separate us from all the other competition that's out there, because I'm telling you, we've got the best products on earth. We've got the best competition. We're going to have the best community where we're all rooting for each other. And so, guys, let's go do it. Holly, you got anything you want to say? Are you on?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You know, I think that the Montevi family out there, I think just listening to Corbin, you hear the excitement in his voice, and I'm sure everybody sitting there says, man, that's a company I want to be involved with. That's a team I want to be involved with. That's a person that I want to do business with. And it's because of his voice. It's because of his excitement and his belief in what he has his hands on. And if each of you will take that and take that message out into your teams across the country, it will be your big win as well. Montevi's willing to give out as many free Jeeps as physically possible. It's up to you. I mean, it's maintaining a bronze paid level. It's helping, two people, one on your left and one on your right, go Star 1000 and maintain that each week. And you're going to get a Jeep payment for life. I imagine Jeeps all over the country, and get your dealerships and do these dream nights at your dealerships, because if people come in and they sit in the cars, just like when the first Montevi Mercedes was handed out, I ran out to that car and I sat and I took a picture in it, and I knew Corbin had always wanted a sports car, but it wasn't practical to go buy one. But I thought, you know what, Montevi's willing to give it to me for free. I'm going to go earn it. That's exactly how every one of us should feel about the Jeeps. You know, our 16-year-old son drives a Jeep, and I told Corbin, let's go get a new Jeep and turn that one in and get the cash. You know, let Montevi pay for the Jeep. And within 1 week, because we were both focused and we got our list out, you know, Corbin was talking about Kevin Wilson, and, you know, he's setting up 10, 12 appointments every single week, sometimes daily, meeting with people, drawing out this plan. It's getting your whiteboard again or getting a piece of paper when you're sitting down one-on-one and drawing this plan out. It's so simple. I know that Brandon Carter has on the early 4x4.montevi.com, he has a presentation that he draws out how this plan works, and I encourage every one of you to go watch that, to use it, and to learn it, because the cash is way bigger than even the Jeep is. And once we saw that, it was easy to explain to people that $1,000 investment could turn into $4,000 overnight, and literally overnight. Every person, the first person in each city that gets a Jeep, Montevi is going to come out and they're going to present that to you. I just encourage all of you, who's it going to be? The greatest thing is it can be a Star 1000, it can be a brand new distributor in your area, or it can be your presidential Black Diamond. That's the beauty of this new rewards program. It doesn't matter where you sit in Montevi. You all have the chance to win and to win big. So, Wayne, we just appreciate you putting these together all the time. And Montevi, it's just a great day to be in Montevi. And I'm telling you, get to convention next week, because it's one thing to hear these things over the phone, but if you're a visual person, it's another to get there and visibly see exactly what's going on, to see the excitement. Like Kelly says, it's not hype. This is reality. Reality is going to be, there's going to be, 7 to 10 Jeeps given out at convention next week when this program's only 3 weeks old. Imagine where we'll be in 3, 6, 9 months from now. You want to be a part of history? Get to convention next week, and we hope to see every one of y'all in Salt Lake City.
Awesome. Thank you, Corbin and Holly Roush. Corbin, are you still on, or did you hang up already?
No, I'm on.
Hey, Corbin, I just want to ask you real quick, because being presidentials and that, you guys went up, hit Black Diamond, and got the Mercedes. I just want to ask about, that's no easy feat. I know that's quite a huge accomplishment, and I just want to say, hey, tell us, for someone who's had the experience that you guys have had in this, and all the years that you've been in Montevi, have you ever seen anything like this, where the company is giving out just not only the Jeep, but these bonuses, these 4x4 bonuses? Have you ever seen anything like it in the time you've been in Montevi?
No, I mean, it's almost kind of makes me a little angry when I think about it. We had to bring in $1.5 million of revenue into the company to get a black Mercedes that they give us $1,500 a month on, and now you bring in $8,000 of revenue in a month, and you get a $400 a month payment. That's crazy. I mean, that is absolutely crazy, but it shows you the heart of this company that realizes, there's people out there that have dreams and have these ambitions, and they just need to know they've got a program and a company that's going to support them and do it. And they listen to the people. That was what was so cool, is to sit in those advisory board meetings and, pounding this thing out. We spent hours upon hours in these meetings and said, let's come up with a car program. And I don't even remember who it was. Someone said, let's do a Jeep. We're doing a 4x4. Let's come up with a 4x4 Jeep program. And to see them then go back and massage the numbers and find the numbers that not only the company could sustain without, doing something crazy where they become financially insolvent or go bankrupt on us, but to be able to come up with a program that's so obtainable for everybody in here. Again, Montevi has raised the bar to all these other companies that think they're the next Montevi and going to be able to do what we've done. We've raised the bar once again, where instead of us kind of reacting to what everyone else is doing, we've just said, you know what, we're the leaders in this industry. We're the ones that everyone's trying to be. We're raising the bar, and now you try to catch us, and that's what I love. Guys, right company, right timing, right products, everything's lined up. We just got to go do it now.
Awesome. Awesome. And for everyone who's listening, I heard early on in Montevi someone saying, people can come into something like this, and a lot of people can stay excited for a couple of weeks, some for a couple of months, but it's the ones who stay excited continuously that win big in this, and you can see that in Holly and Corbin and listening to them speak on the call tonight. And I think it just says something that people need to hear. You know, how long have you guys been involved, Corbin? Like 7 years? 8 years?
It'll be 8 years next month.
8 years, okay? So here they are, 8 years, and listen to that excitement. I mean, and you know what else I'm thinking? You know, there's a little bit involved in this, right? I mean, the programs, getting your head wrapped around them, right? I know I'm still, like, wrapping my head around the 4x4 and these things. But you know what, guys? Think about what you've had to learn at your jobs. You know, if I had to come into your job or you know, tomorrow and try to figure out what it is you do, it'd probably take me a few weeks just to get my head wrapped around it. And these programs aren't even that involved. And look at what they're paying out. They're paying out close to $4,000 in a month, up to around $4,000 in a month in a Jeep. Who's doing that at your job? And then this is just, I'm excited for you, Corbin. I'm excited to get myself.
Hey, Wayne, another thing that when I was looking at this that just blew me away is, if you're someone that's connected and have connections, or you know somebody that does, what if they go throw in 12 people in the next 28 days? They can make $12,000 off this Momentum Booster bonus.
Right.
That's crazy. I mean, it's not just a one-time. You can do it as many times as you can in 28 days, and they're going to pay you. Again, unheard of.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you shared that, because a lot of times we just go for what we're told or what we may believe. And, you know, Randy Schrader talks about limiting beliefs and Rex and that. And you know what? Dream big. Why? Right. Why just do 4 when you can do 8 or 16, as many as you want? And
that's what Holly and I right now are running for our second 4x4. We should have it by tomorrow. I have 8 people in 2 weeks put in. I mean, we can do it, guys.
You heard your Diamond spoke great, and I liked hearing what she said, because she said, you know, a little bit about growing a little weary about some of the changes or things or whatever. And now you could hear the excitement in her. This is something that is truly exciting the people in Montevideo, and I think you're right. We're going to see hundreds of these Jeeps coming out in the next year, and I'm so excited for that. I want to be the first in Ohio. Come on, Carl. I know you're on the call. Carl Firestone and Paula and all the different people out in Ohio. Let's do this. All right. Hey, Corbin, thanks a lot, man. Enjoyed you and Holly coming on. Thanks for coming on tonight. Enjoy the rest of your meeting with your team out there, and looking forward to seeing you in Utah, my friend. You too, Holly. Okay, hey, guys. I'm going to have Kent and Nadine Pickett on the line with us now. And Kent and Nadine, how are you doing this evening?
Hi, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can hear you fine. I can hear you great. Glad to hear you. We just had you on the call like a month or so ago, and here we have you again. How exciting. And I can remember your story kind of went, you know, you got involved in Montevideo. You were on the product for a while, and then when you decided to do the business, it was only, 3-4 weeks, and you went gold. Is that right?
Yeah, it was very quick.
Yeah, very quick. And now here you are, the first Canadians to get a Jeep. How exciting! So tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on recently, and you're getting the notification that you're going to be getting a Jeep. Tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. I'll talk first, and then my wife can kind of come in afterwards, if that's all right.
That'll work great. That'll work great.
So what had happened for us is we got quite lucky, a little bit fortunate. My wife and my son, who also has an account, decided that they wanted to go and do a road trip down south, because we live quite a ways away from where most of our family and contacts are. And so they did a 10-hour drive down south from Fort McMurray to Medicine Hat, Lethbridge area, and they had 19 booked appointments for a week. And so they took a week off and took off and did 19 appointments. And of course, there were some challenges. Some people canceled, and of course you get some no's and stuff like that. But the day after they left for their week road trip, Montevideo road trip, the announcement for the Jeep program came out, and And so by fortune, we were fortunate enough that it really put us in an excellent position to kickstart off this contest for a Jeep. And we didn't know about the Jeep when we made the trip plans and all that kind of stuff. It just really, for us, it was very fortunate. We feel very blessed and lucky, but we also know that we were doing the right activities and planning the right things to make our business grow.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you because you said you were doing the right activities and planning the right things. And I'm a person who likes to get into some of those details, especially when it means we're getting a Jeep. So tell me a little bit about what are these activities and things that you're planning. That's what I want to hear, and that's what the people on this call want to hear because we all want to get a Jeep. So tell us a little bit about what activities and things were you planning, Kent, in preparation for such a time like this?
Well, my wife and I, we would sit in bed and we would look over our lists and write down lists of people that we would want to contact. As we went through the list and decided, we need to make a trip down south and go visit our friends and family and contacts down there. And so really it was the basics. It wasn't anything rocket scientist. I mean, make a list, go through the list, don't disqualify anybody, make appointments and have confirmed appointments for when we go. And we're not afraid to make the appointment for exactly what it is that we're going for. And so when we call and make an appointment, we tell them we're going to come down and show you a product called Monavie, and we'd really like to explain a little bit about it. And would you be willing to listen? And that's how we book our appointments for the most part. We're friendly and we talk friendly to the people, but we're also letting them know we're coming down to do this. Are you okay hearing about it? And if they say no, we're okay with the no. We move on to the next contact.
Okay, I like that. And one of the things I think of is something that I always like to practice with people, and that's having a clear and concise future. So you're not just bamboozling these people. It's something a word I learned from Steve Merritt, but you're actually having a clear and concise plan that, hey, we're coming to share something big with you, right?
We definitely we always tell them exactly what we're coming to talk to them about. And I enjoy, and what I mentioned is about the 60-day challenge. And that's, when we were on the call a few days ago, we never really mentioned what are the, activities that we have done on a regular basis. But when we're in the door, I definitely encourage people to do the 60-day challenge. I love giving them that challenge. And I like to say, Monavie has a 60-day challenge. Let's scan you. Let's see, what your score is. And then, what we do is we help people set up accounts, and then we have them, be on the product for 60 days. And I come back down, and we'll do the same road trip again in 60 days and scan everybody. And people like challenges. I use it all the time. And then I'm able to get them, when they are on the challenge, that it's a 200 PV order. And so we get our 200 PV orders. It's very rare that I'd have somebody just buy one case or, one bottle or anything like that. It's 200 PV orders, 60-day challenge, and they're in.
I like that. Awesome. I like the idea of you using it as a 60-day challenge. That is not something I've tried, and I like that. You're right. People do like challenges. And I like how you talk about making road trips. I think that there's probably some people on this call that don't realize that when we say this is a backyard business, that could mean a little road trip. I mean, what's a road trip for you guys?
What is
How many hours? How long are you in the car? What's a road trip? What does this consist of?
10 hours. A 10-hour road trip, but we're stopping maybe the first stop is a 5-hour stop, and then a 6-hour stop, 7. I'm stopping all.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Did you just say 10 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was thinking like an hour or two, and here you're telling me 10. And I think most of us a road trip, a lot of us is a couple hours just to get to some extra friends and family. And you're going 10 hours. I love it.
Yeah, we're extremists, but we have family all down those 10 hours road, right? And so we get used to it, and anything that's not in our area, which is 10, 12-hour radius, then we Skype them in. But anything else, it's up for grabs. That if we can make a road trip and have some fun people join us, that's what we like to do. And
that's awesome. That's awesome. I love how you said we're extremists. I love that. Awesome. Lots of good nuggets shared.
That's why we got the Jeep.
You got it. Okay, so you guys got the Jeep. I mean, do you have some people, that you brought in recently that are on their way to get in the Jeep that are, fired up, and maybe got 1, 2, or 3, or?
Yeah, we have.
I'm going to share one if you don't mind, and then I'll let my wife take back over.
Go ahead.
We brought into to Monavie just as a consumer. He was very adamant when he came in. He would like to try the product, but he does not want to do the business side. And we said, that's no problem. We need lots of consumers. We love consumers. And so they came in, and he actually, strangely enough, he came in with the senior kit, not because he wanted to do the business, but because he recognized that I get a way better bang for my buck if I buy a senior kit than if I just buy a 200 or 300 PV order.
Nice.
So he came in with the kit and wanted to try lots of product, and went on auto ship. And when we won the Jeep, I called him, and I said, hey, Keith, just so you know, Nadine and I just won a Jeep through Monavie. And we went gold a couple of months ago, and now we've won a Jeep, and we've won a free iPad, and we've now won a free trip down to Salt Lake City for convention, and we've won a free trip to the Black Tie. And I went through all of the things that Monavie has blessed our life with in the last 4 or 5 months. And he said, okay, Kent, I want you to come down and show this plan to somebody. And I said, are you sure? I said, if you want in, we'll help you. But I don't want to push you. I'm letting you know what's been going on for us. He goes, no, I definitely want to start sharing this. So he went from adamant not wanting to do the business, just because of the Jeep program, he wants to now do the business.
That is awesome. You said a couple of key things in there. I loved how you said he was adamant about not doing the business, and yet he buys a senior kit simply because he saw the value in the savings, right? He saw he'd get more bang for his buck, and I think that's something that needs to be. I'm glad you shared on the call, because there might be a few people that they hear a person say they don't want to do the business, and they might shut down and not even offer the senior kit. But I would say, hey, you just heard what Kent said. There are people that want to see that savings and say, hey, yeah, I don't want to be able to build a business, but if I can get this amount of cases and this amount of product for this price, I'm going to go for it. And now they're in a good position to win, and should they come back and want to build a business, like happened with Kent's friend, look at the position they're in. I mean, that's awesome. Awesome. And you know what? It just goes to show, too, that as Kent went on and built the business and started achieving more and more success with the Jeep, the Black Tie, and everything else, his friend originally who didn't want to build it, is seeing how much excitement and how excited Kent is, and now it's piqued his interest, right, Kent? Now he wants to be excited like you. He wants to be, following in your footsteps, is what I'm hearing from what you just said.
Yeah, absolutely. He's getting fired up, and he's getting excited, and so our next road trip, we're going to give him, a couple of weeks head notice, and then he'll have some people arranged for us to come and see and visit. That's fantastic.
You know what? How exciting! That is so exciting. And you know what? One other thing that I wanted to say that I've just kind of thought of. If you're going to do this, if you guys are doing the 4x4, and you're coming, maybe you got your 2 in, or you got some momentum going. We're talking about getting $3,000 to $4,000 in bonuses, during September and this and that. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm getting that kind of bonus and someone signs up with me on a senior kit, I don't have a problem like throwing in a case of juice or EMB or something to kind of sweeten the deal. Just a little hint of something that I'm doing. I'm meeting with someone tomorrow morning, and that, I told him, I said, hey, we got some discounts on our prices on our kits because he wanted to come in the past. I said we got an opportunity to get a Jeep, and hey, I even got something I'm going to do for the people that join in the next 4 weeks, just for them, and just a little something out there for you guys. I mean, if you're going to make that kind of money, what's it going to take to just sweeten the deal with somebody? You know what I mean? And even if they're just looking to get a deal on the product, like Kent just talked about, and then turn around and get excited and build the business, that is awesome. So Kent, tell me, you're black tie, you got a Jeep. I mean, you're excited. I know when we talked last, you work a lot of hours too. Am I right? You have a pretty demanding job.
Yeah, during certain times of the year, I leave the house at 7 and I leave the office at 11, and so I have about 8 hours off to eat and sleep and remember what my kids look like. And other than that, I'm at the office working all the time. So,
and I just, man, like, what is my excuse? What is your excuse? Whoever's listening tonight, if anybody has an excuse to make an excuse, it would be Kent. But when I got started in Monavie, actually before Monavie, back in the real estate days, I was taught something, and they said, you know what, you can make money and you can make excuses, but you can't make both. And here's someone who, instead of making excuses, decided to go out and make money. And not just make money, but you're having fun, Kent. I know this is the second time I've talked to you on the phone. You sound excited. You sound like you're having fun with this. And I think that's what it's all about.
That's the thing that we absolutely love the most about Monavie. I mean, we love the money, but what we really love is we get to have fun building our business. We get to spend time with our friends, building the business with our friends, and it's so much fun. We went down to Steve Merritt's place for the best of the best back in, when was that? July?
And the end of
and June. And I'll tell you what, 4 of us from Canada went, and I had so much fun with my buddies down there. We were laughing till we cried. We stayed up all night. We had so much fun. That's what I love about Monavie, is business is fun again.
And, if I could, when I say we're extremists, really we're extremists, but because we have a passion. We're passionate about Monavie. We're passionate about the product, and that's what's given us the drive and the sacrifice that we make to, have to push that couple extra hours out of us, to squeeze it out of us, to be able to enjoy Monavie. And it's just something that is definitely took in our life and has changed it completely. And it's because of the passion that we have for it.
That's awesome. I like how you said that it's from the passions you've had for it has changed your life completely, not just financially, not just with a Jeep, but completely. And in a couple of weeks here, I'm going to be having some new people on the call that, they might not have gotten a Jeep. They might not even be Star 1000 or even a bronze. But they're not negative anymore. They have better relationships with their family and their friends, and it's taken them of a process. And these are the untold stories in Monavie that are going to be starting to get shared on this Thirsty Thursday call. And I just love what you shared there, because it is true. Monavie does give a more meaningful life, not just Jeeps and Mercedes and money, but it provides a vehicle where people can come together in the community and truly grow towards a common good and do better for others. So I'm really excited to hear, your success. I celebrate your success, and same with the Roushes. I'm excited for you guys. I can't wait to be getting qualified for a Jeep for my family as well. And I so appreciate you guys. Looking forward to seeing you in Utah. I think it's great that you made the trek down to Steve's house for that meeting. I mean, even with your busy lifestyle, you still saw the value and persevered and made that trek. I think that's great. I think that's great. You truly see what you have your hands on, and I think more people need to see that. And I think they have every opportunity to see it now with everything that Monavy's doing. But go ahead, Nadine. What did you want to say?
And that's because, yes, and it comes back to that passion again, that really we just became gold. We're, not purple diamonds, and this is what I love about Mona V's delivering, saying you can be at any status and receive this. And when, Brandon Carter called us and said, hey, guys, you're so close, and I'm thinking, really? Like, what is everybody else doing then? Because to me it just seemed like, yeah, we might have gone on a road trip, but to me it was nothing. And so it was just Mona V delivers, and anybody can do this. We're just gold. We'll be standing up beside, the purple diamonds, and I'm like, holy freak, like this is awesome. Like, anybody can do it. And so when they say anybody, really, if we can do it, then anybody can do it.
You're so right. And you know what? You're not just gold. Did you know that the average income in the United States, and I don't know about Canada, is $50,000 a year, and that's no, it's not $50,000 a year. It's much lower, but it's two people making that in the U.S. is good. So to be making that part-time, around $50,000 a year, I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. But I can tell you, I've been involved for a little over 5 years, almost 6 years now, and I'm sure Steve and Corbin would say the same thing. If you keep this excitement up, if you keep this attitude up and this motivation, you're going to go purple diamond and all these other things. But more importantly, I really believe you're going to lead so many other people, and you're going to help so many other people achieve their dreams. Either it's a Jeep or it's finances, or maybe it's to have better communication in their home or to get rid of negativity or whatever it is. You're going to help so many more people, and as a result of blessing others, you guys are going to become even more blessed than you are today. And I really do look forward to seeing your story unrolled in Mona V, and I count it an honor to have you on the call. Same with the Roushes, and just so thankful to have you guys with us tonight, and looking forward to seeing you in Utah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, total honor for us to be on the call. Thanks for having us.
You got it, guys. So listen, I'm gonna wrap things up. I know it's about 10 to 11. I'm outside. My cousin and people are inside. I'm gonna go in and I haven't seen him in 8 years. He's been in Colorado. Guess what? I'm not letting him leave before we do a scan and I sign him up. But that probably won't happen tonight. But I will get him before he goes. And listen, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been on the call tonight, everybody who's listening, and everybody who's spoken. We will not be having a call next Thursday due to the conference, and we'll resume the week after that. So as I've done every Thursday for the past several years, we're going to open up the lines so you can announce who you are and where you're from. And let's see if I can do that right now.
Colleen King, New Hampshire.
Martin Beckley, Lynette Scott, Elyria, Ohio. Ellen Dana Scott, Elyria, Ohio.
Johnson City, Tennessee.
English, Chilliwack.
Donna from California.
Chilliwack.
Jennifer Corbin, Missouri.
Tennessee.
Miller, English, Chilliwack.
Eugene Collins, Rockland, Florida.